We used to be happy. My mom and dad, me, my sisters, and my brother. We were a normal family, doing normal family things together. And then everything changed. My dad married another woman. I don't know how my mom found out. All I remember is there was a lot of screaming and crying that night. Dad left for a week. After that, my mom became different. She hardly smiled anymore. She cried a lot. She became an angry person. My dad only came home once every few days. We didn't really spend time as a family anymore. Dad was usually busy with his other family, and he said mom was never happy to see him anyway. They were always arguing, especially about money.
She had a good life before she fell in love with him and renounced her faith and her family to be with him. She did not know then what kind of husband he would be. The kind of husband who expects to be waited on hand and foot, who will not lift a finger to do anything around the house, who goes out whenever he wants with whomever he wants. After years of this, she finally had enough. She wanted a divorce, but of course, he would not give her one. It's never easy when it's the woman who wants to leave, but she was determined to go.
I used to play in the fields with my cousins, help my mother at home, and go to school with my friends. I loved going to school. But one day, my mother told me that I won't be going to school anymore. I was going to get married. I didn't even really understand what that meant. I was only 10 years old. All I knew was that suddenly I had to leave my home and my family and live with this man. I was so scared. I cried and cried, but what could I do? One day, some people came to our village and tried to talk to the villagers about child marriage. I didn't dare to go too close, but I wanted to hear what they were saying. They said that child marriage is wrong, even in Islam.
Women and men in Islam are equal before God with equal rights and values. So why do Muslim family laws and practices treat women as inferior to men? Why do we continue to witness so much injustice in the Muslim family? The simple answer is that misogyny from ancient times and modern-day patriarchy have used Islam to justify inequality and harmful practices that are codified into laws. Islam is about upholding justice and equality, including and especially in the home. Musawah is a global movement for justice and equality for women in Muslim contexts. We believe that equality in the family is possible through a holistic approach that brings together Islamic teachings, universal human rights principles, fundamental rights and constitutional guarantees, and the lived realities of women and men today. The Musawah framework declares that Islam can be a source of empowerment, not a source of oppression and discrimination. Our research shows that significant reforms of family laws have taken place in diverse Muslim contexts. Egypt, Kenya, and Pakistan's Sindh province have raised the minimum age of marriage to 18 and set the same minimum age for both girls and boys with no exceptions. The practice of polygamy is abolished and prohibited in Tunisia, Turkey, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. Along with Singapore, Tunisia and Turkey have also enacted equal rights to divorce for both spouses. This demonstrates that positive change is in fact possible and made possible when more and more women's groups are engaged with Islam and advocacy for reform, challenging misogynistic interpretations and bringing to the public space new feminist understandings of Islam. Together, we are collectively reclaiming our faith and reasserting authority back to Muslim women.
This is why we need you.
Your support for Musawah means a just and equal world.
Becomes more possible and closer every day.
Your support for Musawah means upholding the dignity of women and girls.
Your support for Musawah means happier, safer,
and healthier Muslim families and Ummah.
You too can play a role in our fight for justice and equality in a Muslim family.
Equality in the family cannot wait.
Justice for women and girls cannot wait.
We stand together
ready to work for adil.
For ihsan,
For Sakina.
For mawadda rahma.
And for Musawah
in all Muslim families.